I mean, I don't even remember how we even used those phones with like the buttons that were just like super small.
I don't know either, dude.
Well, do you remember? Of course, it wasn't that
like
long ago. Texting where you got to hit the letter like multiple times.
Yeah, T9, dude. Yes, holy shit,
yeah.
that was the struggles. Kids don't even know nowadays.
But
dude.
then when you get good at it, you were just like,
yeah.
like,
I wish I could go back and like just your finger dexterity, probably like back then was on point.
Yeah,
it was.
I had one of those hard bodies. That was like a flip phone, silver.
Nice, dude. There you go.
T9. I had the.
I think we're live, guys.
We're live.
I believe we're live right now. All right, what's up, guys? We're live. It's a little bit of a different setup for our live stream today, but I'm Chris. This is John, and today with us, Ben Peverall. How you doing, dude?
I'm good.
We got reverse roles today.
Eating the chocolate.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, yeah. Wow.
No, you said, "I'm Chris. This is John." Oh. I was like,
dude, I didn't even catch
role
that.
reverse.
Dun dun dun. Well, I haven't had any caffeine today, so I'm trying to like.
I shouldn't have said
that.
that.
Trying to up it up.
I was gonna get some coffee before I came, but I didn't have time.
Oh, dude, you should have just called. Been like, hey, dude, I'm gonna be like an hour and a half late. I
was already late, or like running a little late, so it's alright.
But
that's
dude, all right, last time that you were on, we were at your place.
We were.
Caught a little bit of a rehearsal.
We did.
And you guys have released an album since then, man.
We have.
So how's it been going? I know, like, I love the album, dude. I gave it a great review. I freaking think from start to finish, it's like just a roller coaster, man. But in a good way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate that. It is kind of like a roller coaster because it does hit a lot of highs and lows. It starts off
good tone, but how's it been received so far? Y'all had a album release party, right?
We did, yeah.
Nice.
That was awesome. That was really really good whole month of February, but specifically that weekend, yeah. Lots of friends. The venue was good. The end. We played there several times.
I freaking love the end, dude. It's
like
it's a little fun, small home, you know.
I like playing. I like Bruce a lot. The owner.
The sound guy.
He's the owner of the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think of the sound dude that's there.
They change out. The guy that was running this one was, I don't remember his name, but we did a little video that'll be coming out soon. And then we also got to bring Lauren, our violinist, in from Seattle.
Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah, so we did like a celebration. She surprised us all the night before with a cake and champagne.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I know she was like, was she leaving after that the video that we did? She was.
Yeah. They were both moving. So Scott, was he already married at that point?
He was getting married.
Okay, yeah. So he's married now.
Dude, nice.
He lives in North Carolina, and she is in Seattle now.
Dang, there you go. Well, that's awesome, though, man. Do y'all have people like that are going to be filling in on the live?
Yeah. So we there's another violinist that I've talked to a couple times that'll probably hop in on some shows. We since the album being finished and mixing and mastering and all that being completed, and we wrapped it up in May of last year, but there was several things that took place afterward that just extended the whole process, and during that and up until now we've been writing other music. And that music doesn't, it's more like the rock side of things. It's Jake Thomas and Nick, and we haven't done a lot of the arrangements for strings on those songs. I'm sure there will be, but for now we're just kind of playing out as the 4-piece. And the songs they totally work. It's it's a rock band before it was a rock band with strings, and we will be bringing strings back in. It's really easy to get them out here, a lot easier than we thought. And we'll hire some one-offs and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's awesome though. I think it's really cool that you guys at least have the bass is just a rock band, and then you guys get to add a lot of different layers to it.
Yeah, and we didn't really know what it was going to look like, I don't think, when we were writing it and beginning the process of realizing this is actually an album, because we were 6 strangers, never met each other. no one, everyone comes from different musical backgrounds, and so it was just a random puzzle that we were putting together, but it worked out, and
definitely did. Man, all right, so I gotta ask you, I've been wondering this. A couple of the songs that I've heard before, y'all have not added on this album. Was there a reason that y'all decided to not put Thomas
the singles,
Royal Conversations?
I hate that song. I hate both those songs.
Do you feel like it's because you played them so much, or
they're just okay? I don't hate. I always say I hate, and then I realize I have to give a disclaimer and back up. Road Conversations is a song that like got us. It did what it needed to do. It was like it got us shows. It got us on the radio, and it was like. It had its purpose, but it's super cheesy.
Dude,
from a lyrical standpoint, I hate it. But the music behind it and like the actual like arrangement, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thomas, I like a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't played that one too much, but those two songs were just kind of their own thing. They were like they weren't really
what you
meant to be a part of the album. Yeah. And so they did their job, and they were just like trying to. They were like we needed content.
Yeah. So. There you go, man. Dude, I don't know. I was like, I think like this album definitely, if you would have put them in there, I guess I could have seen where it would have been like, they would have stuck out a little bit unusually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
they're definitely their own thing.
Yeah.
I think that they were also mixed separately by a different engineer.
Okay, yeah.
So the engineer that mixed this was
it's like one total project.
Yeah, he's a well, no, so it was gonna be mixed. There's a ladybug right there.
Dude, they're everywhere.
They're
fest.
They're in my. Oh my god, they are.
Yeah, dude, they. It's swarmed up.
Yeah,
at least we're not being swarmed by wasp yet, dude. It will happen.
In here,
it's like I've got pretty much everything completely soundproofed in here, mostly, and then like there's some cracks somewhere that these wasps get in.
Dude, screw
we
that.
got wasp. We got wasp last time. It was so bad, dude. Me neither.
I don't at all.
I think I've still got a scar on my ankle from where I got stung, dude. I got stung like.
I mean, I'm not scared of them. I'll like I've killed so many bees by like punching them out of the air and shit.
Nice. No,
I will 100% admit that every bee can fuck off, and I don't want anything to do with
it.
I
hate them,
dude. They're so annoying. They're like flying up in your face and shit.
Yeah,
I hate them.
Dude, we were outside one time and he was eating some cereal.
I ain't scared of them.
And he just like there's a bee flying around. I was like, oh god, oh shit, and I'm like freaking out. Dude, he's eating, and then he like takes his spoon out and goes whoop bop, and just fucking kills this bee out of the middle.
Damn.
I was like, holy shit.
It was one of those moments that I probably could never do again.
Yeah, it was just
but
perfect
I was just like eating, and then I like,
nice.
and then I like wiped it
like
off
some
and like
Indiana
just
Jones
kept eating
about it.
It's so random, dude.
Like
it's so random.
But that's not the only time I've ever killed one that way.
That's nuts.
I punched a wasp at Willie's house.
You
he
punched
saw me.
a wasp?
Yeah.
Nicely done, man.
It just flew down, and I was just like. And I looked at my hand, and there was like bug guts, and I was like, "Oh dang, I actually got him."
Nice.
I'm good on that.
I ain't scared of him,
dude. So going back to your album, like y'all dropped "I Know It's Familiar" first.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first single of there.
Yeah.
And then ended it with "The Golden Hour," which dude. Freaking love the recorded version of that song. Holy crap!
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all heard the acoustic version.
Yeah,
yeah.
It turned out so good,
need
dude.
To hear that. I haven't heard
it's so clean.
anything off that yet,
so
I need to listen to it.
Is there a reason like y'all decided to go with "I Know It's Familiar" first, other than like it being first up on the album? I mean, it was the second list, but
yeah. So like, well, I think that song feels most like a single. Like a lot of the songs on the album don't follow like a normal structure.
Yeah.
Some of them do, but then some of them have less words, like Hotel Bandit, for example. The chorus is like kind of instrumental. And so I Know It's Familiar was the closest thing to something that was repetitive. It was catchy, it had a hook, and it was like to sound really pretentious, it was commercially the best.
There you go.
Yeah,
so, dude, no, I totally get what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
Well, like, it kind of has to feel like, did you ever listen to old Jimmy World stuff?
I didn't. Like, I knew like 2-3 songs by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if you have some chance. Yeah.
I guess. Well,
dude,
I mean, I'm not going to say you're like, oh, the middle, but like, I do know that one. But, right. It was, I don't know. You go ahead.
If you dive back a little further, there's an album called Clarity that they had that had like I don't think it was like Bleed America, but Clarity. Awesome album. Clarity, you should go check it out because like from start to finish, it reminds me somewhat of like what you've done with your album, but it's like obviously this is its own thing, but it was like I don't know. It definitely had some inspiration without even trying, I guess, because you didn't even know about it, But yeah, it's just it's got a really cool flow to it, like this does, and the layers and stuff like that.
I'll have to check that out. I get compared, or just the music gets compared to a lot of artists I actually don't listen to. Like and I'm always a little bit surprised. I'm like, really? Like some of them I can see, and then some of them I'm like, what?
Yeah. Who would you say you drew a lot of your influence from for this album?
I mean, when I get like asked the influence question, what I always think of is like, what are the bands I listen to?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I don't feel like there's a lot of that sound on this, but I would say, dude, I have no idea. I mean, I listen to a lot of bands within like the rock and indie rock and alternative rock genre, and a lot of other stuff outside of that as well. I
know we had talked about, like you were saying, the Arctic Monkeys and stuff like that.
Yeah, Arctic Monkeys is a big one. I like them a lot. There's a lot of strings, as you know, on this album, and that probably came more so from like a Damien Rice side of music, or like I also listen to a lot of scores.
Like, dude, I'm all about it.
My thing to do is like cook and listen to like freaking Hans Zimmer or some shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was doing that today actually. I have a lot of music for, or a lot of songs in a playlist on Spotify that I listen to just on a cycle when I'm doing like cooking, or I have this weird thing where after playing a show, that's always how I wind down. It's like what I play in my car on the way back because my ears are fucking deaf by that point.
Exploding. Dude, nice. There you go. Like, that's kind of weird because for me, what got me into music is like video game music.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
And the remake the remake demo just came out, and like oh god, dude, those things. Ladybugs. We're being swarmed, people. So if we all three die spontaneously, it was ladybugs.
Yep.
And we're just gonna stream until eternity. But no, man. Like the Final Fantasy VII just came back out, and they remastered all of the sounds, and they re-recorded everything instead of having to do it in like an 8-bit type music. They actually used like legit strings, and it sounds so full.
I bet you that's really
so
cool.
good.
That's awesome. I didn't think about that aspect of it.
It's the demo's free. You should at least go give it a try. Go give it a Google, man.
Probably going to.
It's so clean,
dude.
The music.
I didn't even play the though.
Yeah. But yes, dude. So I don't know. You can definitely hear a lot of that influence in the strings and stuff like that. In the layering. And did you write a lot of the strings, or was it?
Some, yeah. I mean, I like. I always started with the ideas. Like that's kind of how it would go. I have just like a little patch I would use for demos. I just do it via keyboard. And I would always have an idea, and I would demo it out, and I would just kind of throw around some ideas and see what works, and some stuff would work, some stuff wouldn't. It was kind of a learning curve.
Yeah.
But it always was like better, and it always worked out. Or those parts that I came up with would always get cleaned up a lot more once pitched to the actual string players who play the instrument.
Yeah.
And so Scott and Lauren did a lot of work with like making it appropriate for the song, making sure no one stepped on each other's toes and stuff.
Yeah.
And they definitely had a big hand in all that. Especially the Golden Hour. Scott actually he did that entire arrangement.
Dude, it's
which
so
was really cool. Yeah,
he plays cello, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I just gave him full reins on that, and he did a wonderful job.
Like the way that they play along with each other, like this, I don't know, the violin and the cello just play perfectly.
It's really good, man.
That's
I think that they're two very honestly, like the way they play from a classical perspective is different, very different. But it works, and like it worked out, I think, in my biased opinion, very well.
Dude, no, it definitely turned out well.
Yeah.
But anybody watching this right now, you guys can actually find this album on, if you're on like Amazon Music, Apple Music, pretty much anywhere, right? Spotify.
iTunes,
so this
Deezer.
is the actual. Yes.
I don't know who the hell uses that.
Dun dun dun. I'm sure there's like some off-put person somewhere out there, dude.
Man.
Napster.
But Napster, you can probably find it on like the Pirate Bay or something
for free.
like that. No.
LimeWire.
Yes.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know, man. All those just kind of like disappeared at the same time. I feel like there was some streaming stuff, and they were like, "All right, we're out." But so seriously, if you guys want to listen to this while we're talking to him, there's the album. It's Peverall, and it's self-titled, right?
It sucks. Well, I mean,
That's fine. But yes, so you
sucks.
guys definitely check that out, and like if y'all want to listen to it while we're talking, you guys can know what we're talking about. This dude's voice is freaking ridiculous, man.
Something like that.
So going off of that, dude, have you ever had like vocal lessons or anything? Like
I took choir a little bit. I took choir in high school, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
To be fully honest, and I'm just gonna say it because I don't know, whatever. I'm a pretty transparent person. I don't love my own voice,
dude.
I really don't. I don't want to. How do I say this? Because like it is the voice that I have. It's the voice that I was. I contain. It's the voice that's mine. It's like I have to use it.
Yeah.
And I'm not just like not gonna use it. But I think that I wish that it would be a little bit more mature sounding than it is.
Dude,
which is so stupid to say. But I'm just being real. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's not a very, I don't know.
I think it's one of those things like hearing your own voice back. You're like, it's like, you know.
I'm also my own worst
yes,
critic.
exactly. Yeah. That's how I am, dude. And like, I mean, playing in bands and singing and stuff, I've never liked my voice.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. I can go back now and like after like kind of setting it on the table for a little while and walking away from it, I can like appreciate that I was able to do like a certain thing or something like that, like hit a note or like hold something out longer, but like. Never have I just been like, I love the way that I sounded right there. Because it's my voice. So it's probably the same with you, dude. Like,
I feel like I understand that. I mean, I don't sing, but like my drumming. Playing drums, like looking back on it, I always feel like, God, I sucked.
Yeah, because
but then everybody's
pick out their own
you're
little
good,
flaws.
man, you're good. And I'm like,
what else,
no.
Yeah.
But I get it.
But no, man, I mean, like, it's weird that like you don't really have, I guess, much like classical training because you hit those falsettos perfectly, and then like hitting like the I don't know, I mean like kind of whenever you falsetto into a yell like in the ending of the golden hour.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly done, dude. And like I don't know, but do you have so like you being a local band, local musician, what would you tell people that are trying to start up a band in particular? I guess
I was asked that
Nashville
question last
area,
night. Actually, I was on another podcast at my house. Well, like it was a web podcast thing, but they kind of asked me that same question. What advice would it be?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I mean, I'm still figuring it out myself, but I'll probably just say the same thing I said, which is like. That's what my phone just said. I think that everyone's like journey and everyone's path in the city looks completely different. Like there's expectations and things that you have to do the same, and like I think there's areas of the musical path that will line up like the way another band did it. But also like it's okay to settle and be like, this isn't moving at the pace I wanted, but there's ways to enjoy existing in Nashville specifically and doing that art and creating it, because you know you're still working on it, you're still crafting your craft, you're still creating
crafting the craft.
And I think it's not a bad place to be if you know it's not moving at the pace you want. There's a way to learn to be content there, and that's okay. You know,
and I think a lot of people like people might move to Nashville still and be like, I'm gonna move to Nashville and be a successful singer, or gonna like blow up overnight or something. And it's like Nashville's such a unique place in the sense that it's like flooded with talent. I mean, like it's probably what LA used to be or something like that, you know, or still is. I don't know. Haven't been out to LA in a long time, but like, dude. So I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things, like if you can make it in Nashville, you're going to explode somewhere else, because like Nashville is so humbling, you know. Every time I ever play, like have you ever done like rider nights, like singer-songwriter nights?
Yeah.
Every time I go to those, I'm like so humbled because there's like a 12-year-old or something that like blows everybody outside the water. I'm like, damn it.
There's a ton of talent here, and I think that was one of the things they said last night. It was like, what would you tell someone that's like moving to town? And the first thing I could think of was like, humble yourself.
Yes,
because there's a big expectation that that you move here and that your career is just going to take off. And maybe it does, and that's not that potential is not there. But I think that like more than likely, it's most important that like your own mental state of mind is very calm and collected. Because there's a lot of good musicians here.
No joke.
And they had the same story and same situation going, so you know it's definitely humble yourself before you start going at it, whatever.
No joke, man. Because I mean, like you said, I mean, there's just a plethora of talent out here. It's insane, man. But how would you say, like, your music, it's obviously pretty different from a lot of stuff that's
I was
out
going
there.
to say a plethora of assholes.
There's a lot of assholes, too, dude.
I mean, there's talent out there, but there's also a lot of assholes.
There really is. That's very true, man.
If you want to be in a band in Nashville and you want to play shows and stuff, you're going to be playing 50% fans and 50% musicians.
Yeah, that's very true.
Musicians are going to eat you alive because they are competitive as hell in Nashville.
Yeah. Well, you know what's always I've found weird? You can tell who the musicians are in the crowd by what they're watching. So if they're like looking at the,
it's also how they are in the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The musicians are never like the one. Well, not never, but majority of the time they're not the ones getting down at the show. They're just like.
And watching
what just like
what chords is he playing right there? I can do that.
Nice. And then they lean over to their buddy and they're like,
yeah,
right.
Let's do an F right there.
Yeah,
I mean, clearly it would have been a better C. I mean, let's do it. But yeah, like I don't know, man. And then too, like going on that with like live shows and stuff. Y'all's music is kind of like in the middle between a lot of different genres.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find it hard to like find bands to either like connect with or like playing shows? Do you feel like?
Yeah, I mean, booking's not super easy in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Our music is super selective, in my opinion.
Yes.
Like, it's very not easily liked. I think it's such a... And I mean that in a way that's, like, not turning on, like, a Queen record or a Zeppelin record, or something that, like, everyone knows and loves, and it's, like, a classic song, you know? A Journey song or whatever.
Yeah.
It's such a specific sound that I think that it requires a desire and a certain type of ear to enjoy. And so I wouldn't... Like, someone who only listens to pop music would probably fucking hate this music.
Dude, right.
And that's okay. Because that's the thing about music is, like, you're allowed to like what you want.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It's all opinion. So way better than we are. But I think, like, it's selective. It's very specific.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, whenever growing up in bands and stuff, we were never like, we'd always play outside of like what was really going on at the time. Like my first ever band was like a thrash metal kind of like band or whatever, and everybody at the time was playing like death metal. So it was like death metal hardcore.
What the hell's the difference?
I know, exactly, right?
It was like they didn't have. I don't know like if the genres were fully combined yet when we started, because it was like there was straight death metal, and then there was hardcore, which was like a little more two-steppy, upbeat, you know. And then we were right in the middle with like thrashy kind of stuff. And we had some similar aspects of both.
Yeah, but people would get into fights at our shows and stuff like that.
Because we would have fans from both sides.
It was nuts,
dude. At our shows, and there would be people trying to mosh, and then there would be people trying to hardcore dance at the same time when we were playing.
Okay.
And so they would there would be fights that like literal fist fights that happened, and like I was on
baby.
I know,
right. I was I was on the side of, hey, if you want to hardcore dance, that's fine. If you want to march, that's fine. Do what you want as long as you're moving. That's good.
Yeah.
But nobody else saw it that
nuts,
way.
Dude. It got nuts.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, and then like later on in bands and stuff, like Ben Bradbury, and we were like
Bradbury
a little bit
that we still had a hard time fitting in.
Yeah, but that I guess like we did a lot of like softer stuff and heavy stuff, so it was kind of like I don't know,
like the soft stuff was soft, but it was good, and the heavy stuff was pretty heavy.
Yeah, so like I don't know, I feel like maybe kind of like in the same thing as far as like having trouble, like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, there's songs on it, like the first two piano ones. There's the Door and Draw Me a Picture. They're like totally opposite dynamic than a lot of the album, because it's like a movement, like you know, and that even playing live, it's weird to go from something so upbeat and then jump into one of those because they're just so different. And we've done we've done plenty of shows where we don't do the piano ones just because it's like it's got to be the right situation. And we did them at the release show, obviously, but
but I don't know, man. I just like I feel like if it's a well put together song and stuff, even if you're in a like because. Busting out a piano in like a metal show or something like that, people are most of the time gonna be like, "Wait, what the hell?" But like if it's done right, you remember that one like
sometimes it works.
Yeah, we did a show at Rocketown once, and it was like a back to school bash with like tons of metal bands, and we played this one song that like slows down and it goes into a piano part, and it's like soft singing and gets the crowd going with it, and like that actually went up pretty well.
I mean, like I don't know if they had a piano player, but Devil Wears Prada did all that stuff on their entire with Roots Above, Branches Below record. It's a great album.
Beautiful album.
Did they play that live?
I don't know if they didn't, but like the sound of what is it? The Sound of Thunder or something like that. What is it?
I know what you're talking about. Thunderstruck. No,
Thunderstruck.
I don't know what it's called.
But yes, that was a beautiful song. I don't know if they ever played that live, but that would that's kind of almost how it is, you know. Like you've got an entire album that's just like crushing metal, and then it's like.
But there's these like major melodies below it, and that are completely like just happy.
And that's the thing. Like that's what I feel like. like being able to layer your music up and putting like strings in a song that would otherwise, like most bands might just be like, all right, this is good even without strings, let's just put this out, and then you've incorporated strings in your music, definitely sets you just pushes you into that mix.
We're still learning what people like, whether they like it with or without, or if they think that it matters. Like, I think everyone likes it with. For the people that like the music, like, they've known it with the strings, and the strings are a part of the band, even though they don't live here. They're still a part of this project. But the thing is, like, it was never meant to be where it was music that was made, and then when they left, it was incredibly lacking. Like, that was not the goal, and I think that it doesn't, in my opinion. Like, I think it sounds fine. We're playing rock and roll. We're playing a beat song, like, especially some of the newer stuff we've been writing as a 4-piece. There's like probably 7 or 8 songs now, and that all functions on its own as what it is. And so we've been putting those in the set to kind of like balance out. And even at the release show, we played 3 songs that were new, that weren't on the album.
Nice. There you go, man.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have plans? I know it's like really soon, and y'all have just literally released a new album. But do y'all have like plans recording some of these new songs? Are y'all gonna fill them out?
I think we're gonna try and do a single in the next couple of weeks to months. We want to go ahead and get that out there and just have more content flowing. We have other content for this that's coming out, and also like some separate stuff. But we're trying to get in, do a single from one of the newer ones or something.
Dude, so not to keep on beating a dead horse, but one of my favorite bands, Periphery, does this, and they had a project called Bulb before they were Periphery, and they like would sometimes pull songs from Bulb even like years later. I think Periphery's been around for like 11, 12 years, but they'll still pull stuff off of those demo tracks and bring them into like their newer albums, like in just when it fits. Do you feel like there's ever a moment where songs like Thomas or
where I pulled that shit? Dude, that's so funny that you remember that. That's so funny that you remember that.
Do you think that like there would ever be a time where like in future albums that would make sense and you would
are you saying bringing that back? Are you implying about that part in that song?
No, just Thomas like the actual song. You feel like reincorporating that or like
One of the facts about that song is that the bridge of that song it was in 4/4 when I was 11 years old, because at 11 I don't think I knew how to play in 7/8.
Right.
But it was the that was something I wrote literally when I was like 10 or 11 or 12, somewhere in there. Yeah. It was like one of the first things I learned playing guitar. And so I never did anything with it. Yeah. So then we put it in Thomas now, years later. Dude. I thought that's what you were referring to. And that's why I was like, how did he remember that?
I'm telling you. Dude, yes.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure maybe we might bring that back. We jammed that one a little bit at rehearsal for the show, and it went well, but it was kind of like also funny because like I didn't remember the lyrics, and we were all just like, how the fuck do you play this?
Dude, I'm telling you, look, anybody watching this, you're already on our channel, just go down and find the song, okay? It's in the live sessions. Thomas,
is it in? Okay, yeah.
Dude,
nice.
But yeah, man, I don't know, I love the fact that they can like just like that. I admire that about Periphery, and like for their older fans that have been with them since the Bulb days can like on their newer album, they released one like a few months ago, and they were like, oh, y'all took this from this old demo that y'all did like 12, 13 years ago, and like, so it'd be cool if you guys had people like that, man.
There's definitely some ideas that are probably lingering around on my computer that we'll bring back. There was a song we wrote for the album that was actually going to be the name of it, and it got cut just for stupid fucking reasons. But
a few other people, but like in just how everybody kind of now has like an ADHD, I want it now kind of thing, and like. So, do you feel like with these other releases that you're going to be doing and going to be recording off of that almost in a sense?
You mean like, what do you mean like exactly?
Like, so just releasing an album, and most bands would just be like, all right, we released it, we're done for the year. We're just done. But like, you guys are already freaking going for it, dude, like putting out more stuff. And I think that's awesome. Like, maybe I'd say, do you think that's, boom, like more of a benefit of the newer age?
Well... You kind of have to, and this is definitely something that I'm trying to learn, and everyone in Nashville I think is learning, is how to be a business as a musician, because it is so much more business than it is an art some days. I mean, the writing and creating is the easy part. Learning how to market yourself, be a business, be a brand, get yourself out there. That's the difficult part in my mind. And that's something that we have to do with this album that we're going to continue doing while also releasing other content.
Yeah.
The pace of releasing other content is kind of just up to us, whatever we want to do with it.
Yeah.
I personally write a ton. Like I'm always writing. I'm always writing, and I mean that humbly because like I like the process of it, and I want to keep putting out new stuff. And and that's something I told the guys last night was like I want to be an artist. I want to be a part of a band. This band, but I also want, as myself, work with other people and also put out other stuff that's nothing like this.
Yeah,
and just kind of have my hands in different areas.
Yeah, be more creative.
Yeah,
definitely. That's awesome, man. I feel like I don't know how to say this without sounding aged about it, but I just feel like that's kind of like a newer way to look at music in a whole. Like instead of just looking at here's an album, here's what we've got. Y'all just enjoy this until we come up with the next album.
Right.
Like, which in fact, like what's his name? Sorry, Terrence 615 that we had on here. He put out an album like The Purple Room, and then like I think like a month later he put out like just another single. I was like, what are you doing? Are you writing stuff? And like, but it's so much easier now to release singles. Like, I mean,
feel like you have to release singles now to do anything with music because everybody is using some sort of streaming service now.
Yeah.
Nobody's putting an album into their car.
That's like physical copies.
Yeah.
No one's gonna fucking do anything with that. But like you gotta have it.
Dude, I am gonna put this in random people's CD players. I'm just gonna break into cars and put it in their CD players.
Everything's like digital these days.
So like and Spotify especially, it arranges stuff a lot in playlists. So like, if somebody likes whatever band and you play it plays like 2 or 3 songs of that band and then it has a bunch of other bands with it in the thing. So like if you have singles, you can end up putting your singles into those playlists and people will hear it and then maybe go to your album. Like that's the world we live in because people don't want to play a whole album all the way through anymore.
You got to catch their attention with something,
right?
Absolutely.
But I feel like I don't know, this is definitely more something for like the actual like legit fan of your music. There's so many bands out there. I'm sorry, it's flying everywhere. Oh my god, dude, I thought you got it.
I almost did.
But there's so many bands out there that like are people out there. I'll ask like, who's your favorite band, and they're like, band. I'm like, yeah, like who's your favorite band? Who do you listen to a lot? And they're like, oh, I mean, like artists, I guess. I listen to, and I'm like, dude, what?
It's just generalized.
Yes, exactly. So like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of people out there. Like music is like more of a, I don't know, they're kind of like don't put as much thought into it as as used to or something. But
listening to a whole to sound like a super Nashville hipster. That's the cool thing about vinyl is it kind of forces you to listen to a record in its entire experience. From track one, you can skip, but it's not really easy.
Yes, exactly.
And I wouldn't, even if I had the easier ability, because I think that's just the cool thing about it. I like something that forces you to do it one way. So this album was designed and laid out to flow the way it does. It was designed to be like a concept. I don't want to call it a concept record because it's not fully like about the same thing. And
usually they're not like this. Like it's. I mean, I say that like we live with them or something.
We're like,
but like every time we have a podcast, they're here, and usually they're just chill. They don't freaking. They're just moving today. I'm gonna have to start kicking them out, I guess.
Normally they're not like
they're
this.
not.
You're gonna start naming them.
Dude, Frederick, what are you doing flying in circles? Dude, I swear. We are being plagued with freaking ladybugs. Anybody watching this right now? Just
I'm kind of looking at it at the bright side and thinking, I'm glad it's ladybugs and not something else.
Dude, if it was bees, I wouldn't be in here.
Oh, dude, it's terrifying. It's like that, what was that movie, My Girl or whatever? Everybody's like, it's just a freaking beehive's gonna fly out and we're all just gonna get terrifying. Dude, so do you have any more shows coming up on the horizon? Y'all gonna be doing this 4-piece that y'all been practicing with?
Well, we had a show fall through. That was like the beginning of March. And so looking to lock in another one. There'll definitely be more shows.
Yeah.
But currently on the book, no.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have some more content coming out, and more. There's a video coming out. There's a song we did at a studio last year in Franklin called the West Barn.
Oh, nice.
And that was awesome. That was a really cool experience. That's owned by a guy named Joe West, and he's a pretty big producer. He's won a couple Grammys, and he has this beautiful barn, and it's like all wood, and it's just the console and where you're running all the computer and stuff like that is in the center of the room.
Yeah.
And the whole room is the live room.
That's awesome.
And then he's got like a drum booth over here, and then like an amp booth or vocal booth over here. Dude, the place sounds incredible. The strings in there sounded so rich. And we did a song over there that wasn't on the album that we were writing and playing live, and I think we're going to try and get that one out. And then, obviously, what we were talking about earlier with the four of us releasing some more content and stuff.
Yeah. Very cool, man. Chris, get a damn reusable water bottle. Somebody is calling you out. Renee Mitchell.
You got people commenting on that?
Hey, send me one.
Nice. Yeah, he said send him a reusable water bottle. We'll DM you his address.
You want me to be honest with you? I probably had this thing
this does look reused, though. Yeah,
for about 2 years.
2 years? Chris, this is a long ass time to have a water bottle, dude.
Nice.
I like it though.
It's smart water.
It's a good bottle.
I mean, I like drinking a lot of water, and this is very conveniently slender as well as tall.
I get it.
So
it works.
I get it.
There it is. So now we know. Chris actually does have that as a reusable water bottle.
I mean, we're all gonna die of cancer someday, probably.
Yes.
And plastic, whatever.
For real. Oh god. But hey, you know what though? Oh, Renee's gonna send you one.
Thanks.
Yeah, that'd be awesome though. Just good.
That's good. Hey, podcast road.
Yeah.
What's the orange one?
It's really a toss-up, dude. I used to have a little chart that said what all these Lindor chocolates were, but now it's just gone.
wish I had that. You know, that's why I have an 8 one. Because I don't know what they are.
You just gotta throw caution to the wind, dude. Is that
creamsicle?
Ooh, creamsicle.
Like that orange flavor? Orange. Sherbet.
Which could be bad if you weren't expecting.
That could have happened to me, and I don't want it to happen to me.
I'm pretty sure this one is
dude,
chocolate.
I felt so bad. There was Y'all know what Ferrero Rochers are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
really good
those
things.
Little freaking hazelnuts in them.
They're so good. That day that we were at that studio last year, the engineer had like a box of them. He was like, "Yeah, there's like Ferrero Rochers in there if you guys want to just grab one." We sat in there and ate his entire box. Like, I don't know why we did that, but we did. And I was just like, I don't think he intended to give us all those.
Hindsight's 20/20, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
but he was like at the computer the whole time, so he had no idea. So we were just like,
just put the
just like going for it and shit.
Just put the wrappers back in there, all nice and neat.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the kind of person that I only eat one chocolate though.
I'm like you, dude. I'll smash. Like if I don't,
I'm too deep right now.
Myself, I'd start.
I'm not a
all
huge
these.
chocolate fan to begin with, but like if I find a really good one, and I'll indulge on that, and it'll be the greatest thing ever. But then I don't want it anymore.
Oh, dude,
I'm a one and done kind of guy when it comes to chocolate.
I'm like, I haven't been a really big sweets person in the last year or so, but last night I was like, I kind of want something sweet. I didn't have anything, so this is. That kick is still going. So,
dude, there it is, man.
See, I hate when that happens in my life.
When you don't have
when
something?
I don't have something sweet.
Yeah.
So I always keep something sweet. If it's like
surround
Rice Krispie treats. Dude, Rice Krispie treats are the shit.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to go get one. It's pretty much like
they have a birthday cake one right now, and it is legit.
Birthday cake flavored stuff is weird, man.
It's hit or miss.
I don't know.
I love it. I feel
like it would be better on a Rice Krispie than like
so
birthday cake ice cream or something.
Yeah. Do they make
birthday
cake
ice cream is good too. Dude,
I can't get down with it, man. I can't get down with it. They make birthday
You can't get down with birthday cake ice cream.
No, Jody does. Jody loves it, but I can't eat it, dude.
Fuck?
But dude, like they make pre-workouts that are like birthday cake flavored.
See, that's fucking weird. That's weird to me.
Like an energy drink that's birthday cake.
I wouldn't
like, dude, that sounds so gross. I'm like that too. I don't eat much sweets, but when I do, I go to town.
They make birthday cake vodka, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I would do that.
Would you drink?
Shit.
All right, wait. What about cotton candy flavored stuff?
No.
That's weird.
Right?
Fuck no.
Right?
Cotton candy flavored bubblegum was really good though.
Well,
Wait, what?
They had that bubble gum that was like specifically cotton candy flavored.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
That just sounds like cavities.
Right? Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I
this
probably
is
have
delicious.
Yeah.
Then you got like
it's immediate cavities.
Yeah. Dude,
cavities or not, it tastes good.
There's this thing called Mountain Dew Mouth. Have you ever heard of that? Just Google it, people.
Mountain Dew Mouth.
Yeah,
no.
It's for like parents that let their kids drink Mountain Dew and their teeth look like meth addict teeth. It's just like falling out.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so bad.
What the
Yeah.
Which I mean, I've drank Mountain Dew a good bit, but like, come on, dude, you gotta brush it. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, Chip. Dude,
I mean, it was made in Knoxville, right?
Was it?
Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew, yeah.
I guess it's the mountains that are out there.
It was somewhere.
It's not super mountain. It's going towards North Carolina.
Yeah.
It was somewhere It was somewhere in Tennessee, I believe. Mountain Dew.
I like it though. Either way, I'm down with it.
Because it was like
I could fuck.
They went hand in hand with moonshine, I think.
Really?
Moonshine.
Oh, dude.
That sounds great. We
Yeah.
should try that sometime.
Dude, I'm telling you what's delicious is some freaking Fireball and some Mountain Dew.
Dude, Fireball
Mountain
blows. That shit.
You don't like it?
No.
You
I
don't
don't like
like
Fireball.
it?
No.
What do you drink
so,
then?
It's
What do you
so
drink?
good. It's so good. Dude, Fireball and ginger ale is one of the best combinations ever.
I mean, like,
Yes.
my brother drink. Britt, if you were watching this, I'm totally making fun of you. I think I made fun of him in the last one too. That's hilarious.
Nice.
My brother every once in a while will drink Fireball, and he offered me some. Someone gave me some of my stocking this year for Christmas. I was like, what the fuck is this?
How do you not know?
No, I was mad. I was just like, I don't drink.
You
this.
just open it up and pour it in their floor.
Dude,
and
I
then
gave
just
it to
make
someone. I literally gave it to someone I saw later that night. I was like, yeah,
it's
this
just
this.
so easy to drink. That's the
Fireball?
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Because you can just turn it up.
What's your go-to?
Bourbon.
Bourbon? Nice. There you go.
Bourbon, and I'll drink beer a good bit, mainly bourbon.
We had those mini Coronas whenever we were at your house.
That the Coronitas,
Right.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought it was like a margarita flavored Corona, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I
They
tried
do
it,
that. There's like a drink you can get at Mexican restaurants.
Yeah,
where they'll
yeah.
Take a Corona.
Corona-rita.
Yeah.
They're
Makes
good, too.
total
I've had
sense
them.
to me now, and
I've had
they taste pretty good.
Mm.
Dude, my drink now is I love Jameson. Like I'm a huge
Dude, Jameson, that's
You
where
don't
it's
like
at.
it? I like to mix it
Jameson.
with
Here's my
stuff.
thing about Jameson. It sucks, but I will 100% do it for a pickleback. Y'all ever had a pickleback?
No. What is that?
You know what a pickleback is?
No,
You
no.
live in Nashville.
I know. What
Bro,
is that?
go to anywhere on Broadway,
that
anywhere
rum,
on
dude.
Demumbrian,
Yeah.
and order a pickleback. It sounds so gross.
I'd
I
like
know,
a pickleback, please.
but it's the most soothing, satisfying shot you'll ever
Right.
have.
I like pickle juice and something
Yep.
else.
It's pickle. You take a shot of pickle juice.
Mm-hmm.
No. You take a shot of JMO, and then you take the shot of pickle juice. The pickle juice literally soothes
Like-
that natural burn that a whiskey gives
weird.
you when it goes
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
A pickleback.
And it's like it literally is soothing. It's so weird. It's
yeah.
so weird.
Are you a big fan of
I kind of
pickles?
like
though?
the burn.
I like pickles. I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm not like throwing them
Just-
back in my
yeah.
house all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But like I'll get one
Double
if I'm out.
pickleback. All right, Mountain Dew stylized as Mountain Dew. It's a carbonated drink product owned by Pepsi Cola, invented in Tennessee. Dude, there you go.
So it is.
Damn it, Chris.
I
With
know
the
all about.
freaking
I know all about that shit.
Renee with the research.
There it
There it
is.
is,
All
man.
about it.
Nice. I like it. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Like,
Jameson and ginger ale.
See,
That's
bourbon
my-
and
that's my
ginger ale is like
Yeah.
ginger ale
Ginger
is a popular one. People in Kentucky love Ale 8. Have y'all had Ale 8?
I've seen it, but I haven't had it.
It's like their ginger ale.
Oh,
They love it, man.
There's a freaking what is it? I think it's Canada Dry now.
Mhm,
It has
yeah.
a new ginger ale and it's bold. I'm like, okay.
dude, have you ever had Cock and Bull ginger ale? Or
No.
ginger beer is what
Yeah,
it
I've
is?
had ginger beer.
So it's called Cock and Bull, and it has like freaking like a rooster and a rooster and a bull.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so stout though. It is like the most hard to drink I've ever had. I think you might have tried it maybe because I got like a 4-pack of them because I was like trying different root beers and stuff.
Yeah.
I may have. I don't.
It
remember.
was so bad, dude. Renee said picklebacks are my world. Holy shit, she knows about picklebacks.
What's up? They're
There you
so
go.
good.
Nice.
I mean,
We're
I
just
love
way
me
late
some-
to the show, man.
I drank pickle juice on occasion, so
Wait,
Yeah.
just casually?
yeah. I mean, if
Open
I mean,
up
I don't
that
know.
Wait,
jar
do
and
you drink
pickle it
birthday
up.
cake pickle juice?
Ooh.
I mean,
If
Like, I might.
Yeah.
if somebody
Say
dared
I
me
won't.
to, I might do it. I don't
Just
know.
dipping pickles in freaking like birthday cake. Oh, Chris. But dude, so what's all right? Talking about bar scenes and stuff. Have
I'll
you
take
played
some
many
challenges.
like not venues but bars like Broadway bars? Have you done any of those yet?
Not really. I mean, they don't do a lot of like stuff outside of the singer-songwriter country genre. And I wouldn't care.
I don't know what my dog's doing out there. She's disassembling the stairway to...
You're gonna open the door and there's just not gonna be anything.
Yeah, I mean, no, I haven't played anywhere on Broadway. I probably don't really plan to, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't blame you.
Broadway's its own thing. I try actually to stay away from that area. It's not really my cup of tea. I'll go there when someone's visiting, or sometimes I accidentally end up there on a Friday night after other places.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's 100% becoming just extremely touristy.
It's all it is.
Yeah.
I never meet people from Nashville that are like, yo, let's go to Broadway. You know, like, it's not a...
So every bar and everything that gets played there is just for the tourists.
Absolutely.
Like, absolutely. You know, the most popular songs and stuff.
The set list is Sweet Home Alabama.
Right.
Yes.
Wagon
Oh my
Wheel,
God.
Right.
Freaking Alan Jackson's famous song. What is it?
And then
He's got a bunch, but there's that one that I'm thinking of.
any Florida Georgia Line song
FGL,
you can think of. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All those songs that just suck.
Right.
Yes, dude. Oh my God. So look, if you guys do come to Nashville vacation and stuff, you're probably gonna end up wanting to go down Broadway,
And
right?
yeah,
For
no
sure.
shame. Like,
But-
you need to see it.
Yeah.
No shame.
But it has gotten so much
Also
more
fucking
insane.
right.
Yes.
Right.
If you live here, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then, too, I mean, so just like an actual music industry aspect of looking at Broadway, it is insane, man. Like, for, who was it? The CMAs, whenever those came through, people in Broadway were actually having to pay to play there. And then they wouldn't give any of the artists, like, water. You had to pay for your own drinks. You couldn't, like...
Like every July when the CMAs come through?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. And they wouldn't pay, like... So they don't pay the bands. Some of the bands had to play on the... Like, to play, like, Tootsies and stuff like that. You had to pay to play there. And then, like... I mean, dude, it's hot as shit. It's in the middle of July.
Right.
And, like, so...
Yeah, Tootsies in
water.
July, absolutely not, dude.
Hell
A lot of
no.
those bars, but that one in specific, because that upstairs is so
hot, dude.
small. It's so small.
Yeah. We played... It was actually a full band. So it's like a kind of a rock show that we played there. Dude, they're getting worse.
Catch it.
Oh, my God. But we played, like, a full band show there and had to load up all of our stuff. Have you ever been... Like, you ever played a show, I guess, upstairs there?
At Tootsies?
Mm-hmm. There's, like, a small, weird little, like... stairwell that you have to go up to to get to the like where you load in and stuff at. So freaking hot. It was ridiculous, dude. And like, I mean, they gave us like waters and stuff and we got paid and had tips and stuff, but that was like before they started doing this like ridiculous CMA stuff.
Were you playing metal there?
It was like a rock show. It wasn't full blown metal, but it was
about to
close
say,
to it.
Tootsies.
It was weird.
Oof.
It was close to it. But there's like a oh God, I think it's about to actually call it on this, but oh, there we go. All right, but man, so is there anything you would like to say to like some of the fans watching out there, or any of the people?
Last time I said to that question you asked me, I said pineapple belongs on pizza.
That was damn truth.
But so I got to think of something better than that.
I'm down with that.
To the fans.
Hell yeah.
The fans.
Don't stop drinking Corona because of the coronavirus. That's such bullshit.
Yes,
Don't fucking do
totally
that.
true. Dude.
Right.
I think that was a political play on their end. They're like, let's call it, and it was like the Budweiser company's naming this virus, and they're like, Corona.
Allegedly, they've lost like $155 million in stock.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is insane, dude.
Which is probably nothing, but
What the fuck? That's so dumb.
based off of the fucking name.
Mm-hmm. That's insane, dude. The stock market has like
so
crashed
dumb.
completely almost.
I
From
would
this
sue
coronavirus thing.
I would be if I was in the Corona company. I would be suing the place that made this that named this for defamation.
I totally would.
I would totally be suing them.
But they could. The thing
That's
is, like,
bullshit.
they could have named it anything, and in America it would be like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
It's named after something.
Yeah,
I don't want.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah, you're
It
right.
could have been
It's-
like
it
Louis
could've-
Vuitton virus, and everybody would be like, no, fuck
Yeah,
that.
like,
No.
it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't fucking matter.
Exactly. But alright, man. Well, hell yeah. Well, I don't want this thing to cut off on us midstream. I don't know exactly what's going on with it, but it's been warning me that it's going to shut down soon. So
Is it running on space?
no, it's well, possibly, but I think it's all in the cloud. It just keeps saying that it's getting hot. Let's feel it. It is quite warm. But yeah, man. So, are you wanting to do some music, possibly, like a song or two? Or are you?
I haven't really prepared any.
Nice. Well, if you want to, we can do one and like record it or something like that. But if not, it's cool too.
I'm probably good. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, no, you're
I didn't
cool,
really
man.
prep one. I mean, I guess I could. Are you gonna do it in the same live? Or are you gonna do a?
No. We'll cut this and then. There may or may not be another video after
we'll
this,
see.
people.
We'll see.
Yeah.
See.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, brother. Well, awesome. Well, man, thank you very much for coming on here, dude. When do you have some more like another show or anything booked right now that people can check out?
At the current moment, no. Probably in late March, early April, hopefully. Nice. But there's other stuff coming out. Yeah, so we'll see.
And then also anybody, no matter what streaming service it is, Peverall, and it's self-titled. This is the album right here. Go check that out.